Fight and Talk back again, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Cameron Party Hardy ahead of his just announced fight against Dominique Wooding on the Friday night of Cage Warriors the Trilogy. Cam, thanks for your time today, mate.
Anytime, mate, anytime.
Great fight, two new signings in the Bantamweight division. What are you expecting from this one from Dominic?
Well, I think Dominic's he's obviously a striker like me as well, so I think this is going to be, well, I'm hoping this is going to be like a proper good scrap. You know what I mean? Both two new signings, it'd be good to have a good scrap, get our names out there and be like, fucking hell, these two mean business. Do you know what I mean? But he is all round as well. He goes for nice takedowns. He has cage control. He has everything. So he's a well-rounded MMA fighter. Just like you say, he is a bit more of a striker like myself. I'm obviously working on everything else in the gym as well as just striking. And but I think that's mainly what's going to happen. And I'm looking forward to a good scrap.
Were you surprised at all to be getting somebody like Dominic, another new signing for your first fight? Were you maybe expecting somebody who was already in the division, or when the name was sort of put to you? Dom is a big name on the British scene. Were you more than happy to take that one?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really bothered who I got, to be honest with you. Whether it was someone who had 5 fights in Cage Warriors or like Dominic, none. I've been putting the graft in the gym, and I'm ready to take anyone in that bantamweight division, to be honest with you. So whoever I put in front, I don't look any further, and we just look towards them and we go towards that.
This will be your first fight down at 135 as well. What have you had to change, maybe nutritionally or maybe in terms of exercise, to make this weight cut as easy as possible for yourself?
I've got to stop having so many biscuits with a cup of tea, and to be fair, featherweight just it was easy. It got to the point where featherweight I didn't even have to salt bath. So I don't even think I'll have to change anything really. I'll probably just have a little bit more of a water cut and have to actually salt bath. So it's changed nothing really. I don't have to do more running or nothing like that. I've made, well, it was a 140 catch weight and I come in at 139. So it's only 3 more pounds because you get 136, don't you, with your pound allowance. So, and that was easy enough as it was. So I'm not worrying about making the weight at all.
It is your Cage Warriors debut as well. How important was it for you this far into your pro career to now be getting noticed by these major European promotions and ultimately signing with Cage Warriors?
Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing signing with Cage Warriors, and like you say, under Davey at SPG as well. I'm more than ready to just, because I've signed that 5-fight contract as well. I'm just ready to just smash out these 5 fights and just give it the best, and obviously show that you're one of the best in Europe, and it's the best platform for it. So I'm buzzing it. If anything, it just pushes me that little bit more to do it as well.
Of course, you mentioned your coach here, UFC Bantamweight Davey Grant. How much of an advantage does that give you, getting to do live rules and live drills with somebody that competes in the same weight division as you, as opposed to a coach who's much bigger or much smaller?
Yeah, it's unreal. Like I say, I respect him so much as a coach anyway, even if he wasn't fighting. But the fact that he's fighting just makes it 10 times better. And we're going through fight camps with each other. We bounce off each other, even personality wise. And in the gym, it's both just bouncing with us in there. So it's brilliant, really. Like you said, it's an absolute perfect training partner. I could probably have a fight camp with just Davey and be happy with it. So to have all the rest of the lads at SPG and then obviously Davey in the mix with his fight camps and stuff like that, like you say, we just bounce off each other, and if anything, we push each other more as well. So it's perfect.
In this first fight then, how important is it for you to have a big performance, a big win, and really sort of stable your name in that bantamweight division?
Like you say, it's massive first one. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you for it being the first one, especially when they've signed you for 5 fights. I don't want like a big boring or a horrible scrap to them think, oh my God, we've got 4 more fights with this guy. Do you know what I mean? So I just want to go out there and put. I think the way that I fight anyway, I've never been in a boring fight. I've never been in a boring fight, especially on like my side. I'm just here to have fun and have a scrap. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to putting on that big performance, and I actually think that Dom is a perfect fight, and I think we'll bring the best out of both in that fight.
I think it's certainly going to be a fan favourite of a fight as well, mate. Finally, can we get a prediction off you? How do you see this one going?
I think I'm definitely going to finish him. I'm definitely going to go for the finish.
Just before we go as well, the trilogy itself, of course, this will be your first trilogy, certainly not Cage Warriors' first trilogy. How good do you think these events have been? You've been watching, you know, as a fan, and then as a signed fighter with nobody knowing. How good do you think these have been for the European MMA scene?
Oh, unbelievable to do it behind closed doors and with everything that's going on, for them to still pull this off. Goes to show exactly how good Cage Warriors is. So obviously a massive thank you to Cage Warriors, and they're just basically putting like the top of the ladder out there and just showing what they can do, and that they are one of the best shows. So it's unbelievable for the fighters to keep them active. So everyone hasn't had a long layoff like me.
Perfect, Cam. Thanks very much for your time, mate. Thank you. Cheers.